Alright, so we'll be looking at laning stage, yeah?
Ready?
Uh, it's too
Choose
much.
your hero.
It's fine, it's fine. We'll go from here. Okay, we'll go on my player perspective, because then we can kind of see. Alright, I'll just... I, it's fine, I'll just tell you all my thought process while I play, like right from the start, as a +5 support. Okay, so the first thing I do here is I walk to the edge, right? So I can scout, and that's something that most people don't do for some reason, is that they don't scout. Like, they might stand there and then stop, yeah? Because then I go there, and then I go into the trees to see if he's there.
30 seconds to battle.
Make this a bit faster. Alright. Then I go down to try to see if he's there. Like, people don't do this for some reason. And now it's 12 seconds, so I stand here. The reason I'm standing here and not, like, all the way behind is that I have my Q, right? So I can just jump over the trees. There's no point for me to, like, to go over. So QJ's there, that's fine. This is easy. So with AA, right, you know how the skill works? It burns on percentage, that's why I hit both of them. That's... Yeah. Yeah, QJ played really bad at the start here.
First blood. First blood.
But it's okay. Like, dying here is fine. It's fine. Okay, so I find this guy here. Oh, this was really bad. This laning stage was terrible, actually. So basically, yeah. Well, so basically, the poison is kind of counter to Wyvern because
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Oh, he warded. I didn't know that. So what I do is I Q, try to get him up the lane as much as possible. QJ just goes way too deep here. Yeah, so he comes here, he's dead again. I mean, this was really bad for him, but then I can't say much. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. It's a trade-off. Like the fact that I got Fairy Fire here is because I'm Winter Wyvern. You know, I can Q and I can just keep hitting. It's a lot of damage. It's like +2 to whatever, right? So it's a good amount of damage for Winter Wyvern. Of course, it's fine to get Sentry as well, but I saw the opportunity and I saw the lane, right? It's an LC Dazzle, so I can harass them. It's not hard to harass them. That's why I went Fairy Fire. But then, you know, Sentry's fine as well. But I don't usually get Fairy Fire here either. It's just that, yeah, it's... Yeah, it's not easy, but either way it's okay. As in, for me it's okay. For me it's okay. Like, if I get touched, it's fine for me as well. Get the kill here. Well, I'm not really pulling them either. But if they do ward the pull, then I'll just deward it. It'll just be a bit later. I might lose out a bit.
Never yield. Do I want it?
There's not much to talk about here. So I'm just going through my thought process. I want to pull straight away. So the moment these creeps go up, you want to straight away pull. Like, this one goes up, and then you want to pull this straight away. Like, straight away, no matter what, whatever game it is. And another thing you want to do is crop the mana potion, which I didn't do. Like, when you're pulling, you want to... I missed this one, because I was supposed to cut this one. I cut the wrong one. But I should have popped the mana potion there as well.
Double damage!
I can't. That's the thing. No, it's fine. But you have to understand the reason I'm still in lane, and this is one of the things we talk about, which is understanding the lane, is that the moment I go stack, like, QJ can't farm. Right? That's just how it is. That's just how it is. You have to understand the lane. Like, if he was playing like a Void or Weaver, you know, I'll go stack. That's fine, right? But the moment I leave this lane, he's like dead, or like he's near dead. If Dazzle's here, he's dead. So I use my Q to harass here again, because obviously, like, he's full health. I get a lot out of him, like nearly 300. Like 300 more than 300. And what I want to do now is just harass and let him farm. But it's kind of hard at this point, so as long as the lane's pushing, it's fine. The last thing I want is the lane to go far. Like, it's a really bad play.
Yes!
Yeah, John's very good. He's very good.
Lord's thanks be with you.
Yeah, this was they had to do this, but then this is perfect for us because we win this lane. Right. Yeah, doesn't kill it. So like this I mean, this is like, these arrows are they're not good, man. Like, this one's not good. Like, what he should say here is that just, you know, look, QJ doesn't have a stun, right? So what he should do is he should wait for QJ to have stun, and then call out that we can do a stun arrow, right? Like, this arrow is not worth it. Like, it doesn't do anything. It doesn't do anything. We can't kill him either. Like, the moment this stun hits, he just the LC just W's him and he just walks away. Like this is like your typical, like, I'm not immortal player kind of play, you know. Like, you're not thinking ahead. Like, this arrow has no value whatsoever. Like, this is so bad. But, you know, when you're ancient or divine, it's okay, right? Because, like, you're not expected to think that far ahead. But, like, if you go, why am I not immortal? Or, like, how do I hit immortal? You know, these are the type of plays that make no sense, you know. And then you can see straight away, like, if I don't point this out, John doesn't think anything of it, right? He just thinks this is a normal arrow. But at the same time, you gotta know straight away if you wanna hit high level that this is a really poor arrow. And even if it hit, he doesn't die. Like, he got really lucky here, right? He still W's him out. So, like, it doesn't do anything, right? It's just a waste of mana. Like, he could just arrow this and get some EXP, arrow the creep, or like wait for something to happen. A bit deep there.
Death
Yeah, I could
with
have saved him.
honor.
I had E, but I didn't think he would get that last hit. I should have E'd him here. That was on me. That was just
With
bad play.
honor.
I wanted to block him without E'ing, but I fucked it up. So what do? Right, so I walk back, right? I try to go for bounties. Oh, I don't go for bounties. I'm just really bad. I can't really go for bounties anyway. I don't have stun. I kind of make it to this one though. Yeah, it's a really good play. So okay. I want to talk about this one. So what happened here was I got this bounty, right? I came over, I got this bounty, and then I have a decision to make. And most people at this point, they just go back, right? They just go back. Like that's the most normal play. The fact is, I understand that I'm like almost certainly dead, or you know, if he Qs me and he just keeps walking and you know, hitting me along the way, I'm dead. So I walk straight up, right, to grab the bounty and suicide myself. It was, fortunately, John came over and he got the stun off, so he got this kill as well.
Gravely mistaken.
And you see how I don't hit him the moment he grave. I walk all the way back because he'll get, like, most people try to keep hitting and not like walk back, because there's nothing, you don't get anything from from hitting him here. Like, you just gotta walk back, because he can kill you, but then you can't really kill him until this thing goes out, right?
You let my cold
that's that.
wings shadow you.
I don't know. I don't think so. No, there's no way. There's no way. He's poor, dude. Like, I'm probably the richest one out of, like, I'm like top 3 richest in our team. So John makes a juke here, which is nice.
Yes.
He should have gone for the shrine. I don't know what he's doing here, dude. Like this is just bad map awareness, right? The shrine's there. Your storm's coming with no health. Like, you gotta identify that. Like, we can even look at what John's looking at. Like, does John even look at the storm? Okay, so he runs. Yeah, he makes a run for the shrine at the start, and then he jukes him back. I think because he saw me there, but he didn't realize I don't have anything. So he makes this weird run over. So I save him from the last hit. I go back for this a bit because I can't really do anything. Survived every get a self, or he could have eaten some trees along the way. Like, he had so much time to eat trees. Like, here could have eaten, like, if he ate a tango anywhere along this road, like preferably here, right? This is where he wanted to eat the tree, because if he eats the tree here, he has so much health, like regenning. He would have survived this. He would have easily survived this, because he'd be healing here as well, right? He'd get like another 100 health here. And that would have been survived. Like, these little stuff need to, like, be more sharp. QJ already. Like, I want to see what QJ is. I want to see his camera, actually. That would give me a lot. So this is when John was getting dived at, so he's farming. He's looking. I guess it's fine. It's fine, it's fine. He needs a stick. I don't know why he doesn't have a stick. Stick mean he'll have enough time. We do well here. And the game's recovered now after that really bad start from him.
Double damage!
Let's go ahead a bit. So yeah, I'm stacking again. Like, the moment these stacks have to be done. Like, if you want to be good at Dota and supporting, you just have to do these stacks all the time. Like, the moment the creep is above this, you need to stack. Right?
Dire's bottom tower is
Yeah,
about
like,
to
I
flounder.
don't know what he's doing here. Yeah, oh, he's waiting for his threats. Okay. I go back. Like, the moment he's full health, I go for the Q. I tell him to go back here. I told him to go back. I told him to go back to farm. There's no point doing that. Doesn't get anything. The guy doesn't have the key. He can't do anything. He's gonna go to the jungle, I think. Yeah. He went to jungle. He's. So I try to deal with these. Okay, so at this point I've kind of identified that he's safe, right? Like, LC left, he's jungling. Pudge came over. They're both not 6, and I'm kind of sure that Sven's fine here. And I need to ward from mid, right? So I go to mid. Pretty sure I go to mid. It would make sense. I should be wrapping around here. I did. Oh, I went to ward. Right, and then I went to ward. Yeah, I left that for him.
My eternal
You see me do that? So, Like this is just awareness. So I look at my own items. And I see, okay, I need to save him here, and I think that's not enough, right? So I sell them as well.
My eternal gratitude.
That actually probably saves him.
Ask a wyvern why.
I just So yeah, like. Oh, you're six last second. Oh, he just got 6. He just got 6. He like if he was better, if that was immortal, I was dead. But you know, like these little stuff, you gotta. I mean, this is like this is just knowing what's going on. You know, understanding what's going on, seeing what's going on.
Ask a wyvern.
I blocked this and then straight away I just TP because like, what are they gonna do? So Storm survives that. I'm out. I get my shit. Over, buy all the wards.
Radiant's
I watch
middle
top,
tower
and then
can't
I watch
handle
bottom.
this deluge.
He gets the kill here. I think. Right, and then the moment he gets this kill here, right, I straight away don't go there. Like most people would still walk there, right? Because your support, you think, okay, I gotta support my carry, right? So like your main, like you instinctively you'd go to that lane, right? Because that's your lane. But then straight away, I know here there's a lot of options I can do, right? But the moment that Pudge dies and he's got God Strength on, there's no point for me to go to that lane. It doesn't give me anything. I'll just be like, just make him lose stuff. So I walk around. I try to set up. So I set up a ward behind instead. So he's got that lane, and then now I go to harass him. So I look at his items. He doesn't have consumables. Like this was this is what I was saying in the group, right? The moment you see him, you look at the items. This is what QJ doesn't do, which is look at the items. Yeah. If he looks at the items, he would, instead of me calling him to come, he should call. And instead of me calling him to go, he should call me to go, right? No, but it's the same. So at this point, QJ should have clicked on him the moment he came onto lane, right? So the moment here, this part, does he look? Does he look? Does QJ press? Ah, he doesn't. He doesn't. Like the moment he sees him, he's supposed to press on him and see what he's got, right? See his items, see where he has, where he's at, right? But he doesn't do that, and obviously when you don't do that, like it's why you're not immortal, you know. It's one of the reasons why you're not as good a player as you're supposed to be. Like he should be calling me over, like come over and Q, come over and Q. I'll stun him once, and then he's gonna be out of the lane. But instead, I have to do it, right? The moment I do it, and then I do it, and then. But when you're playing solo, no one's gonna do it except you, right? You can't expect your solo teammates or your solo supports to tell you these stuff. But if you tell them, they'll go, right? Like QJ is in Divine. If he tells his Divine support to like go on this LC, he has no tangles, he would go. Like he wouldn't grieve. He wouldn't be like, no, don't. So I tell him to do that. So he comes in, he does his stun, I'm not sure why he does his stun, but either way, like what we got out of this is Half-Life LC, right? And now he can't lane anymore. He has to go back to the jungle. He can't come out anymore. Yeah, see? So he goes back to the jungle.
Radiant's middle tower
And then he's
can't
gonna lose this
handle
whole wave.
deluge.
And then you see the moment that LC is out, I leave. You see? I leave straight away because I know LC can't come here anymore. Like that's all I had to do. It's so simple, but yet, so hard to understand. The fact that all I had to do was Q him, go in. Maybe he should have stunned to get a bit more out of it, but he didn't, which is fine. But the point is, I got him low enough with no consumables because I checked his item, right? To the point where I know he can't come to lane anymore, so I leave. Whether I go stack or I go jungle is irrelevant. But the point is that I know straight away I have to leave here. There's no point for me to be there.
Dire's bottom tower
like
is
straight away,
under
TP top.
attack.
Well, because I see a fight happening, but I wouldn't stayed in lane anyway.
Radiant's
But
middle
you see
tower
how
is under
everything
attack.
is processed, you know. Like I don't do things instinctively. I've thought about this, right? I thought about it from the moment I was here, right? To put down this ward, I knew straight away that I could go down to that LC, get him low enough, not kill him, but get him low enough, and then just go, right? And then just leave QJ again, and then he's got this free lane with full EXP and free farm, and then I'm out somewhere else helping other teammates, right? But then everything you have to understand that everything that I did from that moment is thought from step to step, you know. I didn't do everything because like I didn't think about it last minute and then TP and shit, you know. Like everything was thought. And that's a difference. That's a big difference. So I couldn't save him. I didn't have you just now. I actually didn't have it.
Dire's bottom tower won't last long.
But now I'm up here.
Smart money.
QJ's got this, and another thing. One of the other reasons I left him is because I put this ward down. The moment I put this ward down, I can leave him, right? Because no one can gank him anymore, or it's very hard to gank him.
Dire's bottom tower.
Yeah. So the ward plus the harass on LC was enough for me to leave, and you have to understand this type of stuff, right? Like that's how you get good at support. Is that you understand the limitation of what you need to do. You know, to kill them, or not even to kill them, just for your safe lane. Like this is the best thing I could have done for QJ. Like even better than supporting him, right? You understand where I'm coming from, right? Like what I did there was better than like staying here and supporting him. And people say like, oh, I support, and you know, I can't gain him more because I'm supporting and shit. But yeah, like, you know, most people would have stayed here, right? I would have stayed here with QJ. I wouldn't have put down, like, if I was Ancient, I wouldn't have put down the sword. I wouldn't have harassed LC here and then left him, you know. That's a little difference that makes so much difference, you know.
Renegated.
Must get some kill here.
Less voice in my head.
I just do some farming. Like, you have to understand as a position 5 support or a position 4 is that you should always farm when there's nothing to do, right? You shouldn't walk around or stand around. Like, I know, I look up, I see, you know, Moss is dead. Moss is dead for sure. So I just farmed this, camp. So what happened here? So I tried to kill the Tinker, I couldn't kill him, and straight away went to farm because every lane is gone now. Sven's free farming, everyone just fought here and people just died. Only Moss is left, but I'm not gonna go up there, right? Because Tinker and LC just ran up from here, so there's no point for me to run up there. So I just farm, right? And that's the difference. That's how I get more items than everyone else as a support, is because I farm. Now I think about helping him with it because
is
he's still
about
alive.
to take the plunge.
I should sentry here. Yeah, I did. Okay. And stuff like sentries,
Dire's
right?
top tower
I don't know if
needs
there's a
some
ward here,
friends.
but the fact is,
Same
if
as
there's a
you,
ward
Tidehunter.
here, it's really detriment for my team. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter if I know there's a ward here, but I have to make sure there is no ward here, right? And that's the most important thing. Like a ward here is so bad for Moss, right? Because they can see him coming in, they can see him going out, they can see everyone ganking him. Same as this ward, right? So no matter what you want to do as a support, right, is always not have the opponent have a ward here, right? And always try to get your ward up here. Like, so simple. I go and try to ward here.
Radiant think fortification can
Try to help Moss
save
out here,
them.
put the ward down.
Any port
Straight
in a
away,
storm.
it's de-warded, so I know straight away that there's a ward there. And I keep that in mind.
In cold, there is
Right.
comfort.
So, you see what I did there? I wanted to heal myself, right? But I didn't want to heal here in case I have a ward here, right? It's just little understanding of the game where like you most people wouldn't think about it, kind of thing, you know. It's just like it adds up in the end. Like all these little things add up. So the fact that I didn't E here, I wanted to E, but I didn't E here is because I think maybe they have a ward here, right? Because they don't have one here, they might have one here,
There is
right?
comfort.
So I go and heal myself in the trees, just
Dire's
in
bottom
case.
tower is about to flounder. Dire's bottom tower
And then I
has
push out this lane
fallen.
because everything's done. Moss is coming back. I know there's no ward. This guy tries to
Dire's
gank.
bottom tower is
I just
under
run over
attack.
to the trees.
Dire's bottom tower is about to flounder. Dire's bottom tower won't last
Dive
long.
here. Like Moss knows is like this is what I was talking about, right? Moss knows
Dire's
exactly
bottom
what he's
tower
doing here
is under
on
attack.
his own hero, right? He knows that these three can't kill him. Like if they do, like I'm good enough to save him. So he goes straight in, and this is something that you know this adds up from all his Timber games, right? This is just Timber knowledge. Like no, most people wouldn't do this. This is like a crazy move, right? There's two guys with full health, including the offlaner, and the safe lane carry, all with ults, and you go straight in because that's just Moss's knowledge, and that's why you know he's a high ranked player because like plays like this. So he goes in, he totally kills. I just keep fighting in the trees.
Dire's bottom tower is
No
about
problem.
to
Yeah, I
flounder.
know. And I think we clean up. And I think this is where the game is over.
Dire's
Like,
middle
Tuesday's
tower
been
is
free farming for
drowning.
like God knows how long, like 5 minutes maybe. It's just been free farming. LC's been up here trying to save everyone, and I've completely shut down both lanes already. And this guy's just you know 1v1 mid. And with this ward and my movement to top, this game was over. Like from here, there's no need to watch this one anymore. Like you kind of see where I'm coming from. Like everything I do like has a little meaning to it, and they all add up in the end. Like this ward into this gank into this movement top, and so once I came top, we killed like maybe 6-7 times, and this guy's been free farming because I put this ward here, right? So I can just leave him, and then I try to de-ward here because if they have a ward here, we can't gank them, right? We wouldn't have 5-6 kills now if I didn't ward here, because that TP from Timber just now, the one that started everything, right? So when Moss comes over here, right, he's dead,
Dire's bottom
and
tower
then he TP's straight here,
couldn't withstand the
right? And then Mirana
tide.
ults. This would have never worked if they have a ward here. You get what I mean? And that's it. And that's the only difference. And people say you can't carry with support. But basically that is carrying with support. I literally just carried. Right? Because QJ doesn't have to do anything. Right? He just has to farm. And I ensure that he has farm, and then I ensure that we can gank top. And from here on the game's over.
Dire's bottom tower
Like
won't last
and
long.
then after this play it's over. Like we got 4 kills here. Sven's free farming. Storm's free farming. Tinker's like trying to farm, but everyone else is dead. And Timber's fat, Storm's fat, Sven's fat, and then my job's done, you know? And that's first game. I'll show you the second game. There's also a lot to go through second game. Ah, it's too long, man. You want to see my thought process kind of thing? Okay, sure. I didn't really pick like I didn't really pick like 100%. You gotta think like sometimes I pick to have fun as well. So you
5
haven't seen the
seconds remaining.
picks, right?
Radiant's turn to ban.
Okay.
The
Radiant's
Dire
turn
get
to
a
ban.
ban. 10
5
seconds.
seconds remaining.
John's pick, right? So I banned Viper because I
Dire's
didn't know what to do.
ban
I just
now.
Here's the
I
Radiant ban.
banned
The
Jag.
Dire get a
I
ban.
banned Invoker because they had a couple Invoker players, but I didn't. It wasn't really a strategy. It's just I can't be bothered to decide, so I just ban whatever. So they banned
Radiant's
2 here.
turn
They
to
banned
pick.
Void. So first pick. What do you think? Yeah, for sure. Well, okay. You wanna? So I end up picking
seconds.
Zeus
5
for John.
seconds.
We had a discussion. He went to go Zeus. They go Dazzle.
10
5
seconds.
seconds remaining. Here's the
After Dazzle
Radiant
Venge, I
ban.
felt comfortable to play this, so I picked Rubik. I just wanted to play Rubik.
10
5
seconds.
seconds remaining.
Dire's ban
I banned
now.
Radiant's turn to ban.
Okay. Yeah, Venstro. Venstro, bad against Timber, and it's really bad with Rubik, right? All three. There's 3 points why I banned Drow, right? Rubik can only steal Gus, which is retarded. It's really good with Venge, and it's really bad for Timber. So Drow is the ban there. I didn't mind that.
The Dire get a ban.
Yeah, I set for the Timber. Nothing much there.
Dire's turn to pick.
Yeah, and then they banned Timber. Yeah, we had the Dazzle the game before, and they banned Axe as well. But I mean, Dazzle into a ban Axe is so normal as well. It's fine.
10 seconds.
Do you want to
5
guess?
seconds remaining. Radiant's turn.
So they went Spectre. This opens up so much for us. I just pick. Well, you know it's gonna be Pango or Timber. So Timber's gone, so I just pick Pango.
Dire's turn to pick.
And I don't know, man. Like the drafts in like
5
tier six
seconds
is not
remaining.
really, like, it's not really that good. So they're gonna pick an off lane here. I don't remember.
Radiant's turn to pick.
So they went Morris. Now I have to think about the carry, right? Lifestealer's good, but QJ already played Lifestealer. He didn't want to play Lifestealer again, so I thought about PL as well. I thought PL was pretty good.
10 seconds.
5 seconds remaining.
I think we end up going Wraith King.
Wraith King.
Wraith King's good because it's okay against Mars because Mars when he arenas and everything, like if Wraith King dies he just comes back out, right? So it's alright, and it's pretty okay with Rubik. It was too long.
10 seconds.
5 seconds. Radiant's turn to ban.
Dire.
Naga Siren.
So basically, our mid player wanted to. He wanted to Naga. He was like, I wanted Naga. So I banned Huska. He wanted me to ban SF because there was a guy who was spamming SF, and I was like, I think Huska's a better ban here. Like, you can take care of SF. It's not a problem. Yeah, and then he did. So he went SF.
5 seconds remaining.
I used a lot of time, but he went Comfort at the end. He decided to go Comfort.
Shadow Fiend.
Choose your hero.
And that's alright. That's an alright thing. An alright draft. Oh shit. Too far. Oh.
Wraith King. Shadow Fiend. Prepare for
This
battle.
game starts here. You can see I don't go Fairy Fire this game. Because I'm playing Rubik. There's no point. So, same thing here. I walk over. You see, I do the same movement.
You're in deep now.
30 seconds to battle.
Always remember how
And I walk here, so make sure they don't come over. The moment I saw Mars there, I know they're not here anymore, right? So I don't have to go down there. I might still have gone down there to see if there's a support. Okay, and the moment that was done, I go straight up. I don't want to get Q here, right? Because I want to get W so I can just go range creep.
At last, the battle begins.
You see how I didn't W at the start? Because I think we had a kill.
Of course.
I didn't use it, I think.
First blood. First blood.
And okay, this is where I like really knew like this was
First
gonna be
blood.
easy. This is gonna be TP here. He did this TP. He did this TP, and this type of stuff is QJ's problem because he doesn't see this. Like, it's incredible that he doesn't know this happened. You know. No, it doesn't matter if he saw it, but like from his movement, like the moment we see him here, right? And he was here before, and I knew straight away he TP'd. And I was like, did he TP? And then I checked, and I was like, holy shit, the guy TP'd. And like, this is the type of stuff you have to do as a carry, you know? You have to see that, oh my god, the guy TP, he has 5 tangos, right? If we harass him out of lane, he's dead. Like he can't come lane anymore. Yeah, and I have to tell QJ that because he's not watching, you know, and that's the difference, and that's why, you know, if you ask me why he's not immortal, this is like perfectly why he's not immortal. Like the perfect reason why he's not immortal, because he's not looking at these stuff and identifying, like, I don't know what happened. Okay, so we harassed him out. Yeah.
Yes!
What? Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, okay, you'd think like that, right? But the thing is, okay, the thing is, it's you'd be surprised, but it's actually better for him to be alive than dead. You get what I mean? Okay, for this case it's not, because he doesn't have TP. Yeah, but either way, the best thing to do is harass him. You know why? Because he knows he doesn't have TP, right? He can't make a risky play and come try to get EXP, and that's what I know. That's for sure what I know. So I don't mind QJ just farming, because there's no way this guy can get EXP, right? Like, he can't come into lane. Like, you'll see me, right? I'll come down here and then I'll go straight back up. Like, there's no way I come behind QJ here. There's no point. And this is just why it supports, you know, don't win people game, because, you know, you just don't win games as support because you play like that. Like, the moment you come back here to support him, he can just stick around here, right? And get EXP. So you'll see me do this. I'll come here, then you see straight away I go back up. You see, I do this U-turn and I go straight back to him. I'm like, you are not getting any XP.
Never.
And then QJ tried to come and I'm like, dude, just farm, man. Just farm, don't worry about it. Like, this guy cannot get XP. No, like, I think he might have come if I didn't tell him to. Like, he's dead here. You know what I mean? This guy's dead. If QJ comes, he was dead. And most people would call for him to come and kill him, right? But you kill him, right? And you get like 120 or whatever, and you kill these 3 creeps and you get like 90. It's like 30 more, you know, and it's not worth it because he comes back with full health and full life, even though he doesn't have TP, right? But the point is, there's no point for him to come and chase this guy. There isn't. And I told him that, and he has to be able to identify that himself. So I do the harass, and then I tell him here, you stun once. That's what I said. Like, in these trees, while he was in these trees, I told QJ, the moment he shows up, you stun him once, and you go back to farm. That's what I told him. The moment he stuns, this guy will go down to like here. Fuck, I can't type. Never mind. Just tell... You text him. Alright, okay, so, I mean, this is key. This is what I wanted to talk about the most. Out of everything we talked about in the WhatsApp, this is the one I wanted to talk about the most, which is identifying what is best, you know, in this scenario. Now, when QJ plays, I understand this, and John as well, everyone, when they play, they just play, you know. Everyone's just playing. He's just thinking, okay, I'm going to CS this, I'm going to last hit this, I might go on him, I might not. While I'm thinking like, okay, he doesn't have TP, he doesn't have consumables. If I do this in the next 5 minutes, he can't do this kind of thing, you know? And then once he's out of the lane and QJ has enough farm, I can go top, I can go help top. I don't have to help them now. They'll struggle a bit, but the moment I'm there, the game's over kind of thing, you know? I'm all the way there already. Whilst most people are just thinking about the lane, right? Like playing the lane. So here, I tell QJ, stun him once, and that's it. You don't have to follow. So he comes over, he stuns him once, he goes for it, and I told him go back, and that's fine. And this guy can't lane anymore. Like he's trying. So then I just go back up. And I make the call again, and then it's dead, right? Yeah, it's because like, okay, I'll show it on his camera. Hopefully I can see. Can I see on his camera? Is this his camera? Is he watching this? What? Oh, he is. He was watching mid. Fog the Dire. Wait, Fog Radiant, right? Yeah. Oh, no. No, like this. No. Yeah, no. Oh, right. Oh, no wonder. Okay, I was wondering why I was watching that. Okay. So, he sees me here. Alright, I'm gonna slow this down. Yeah, this is Morris. He sees me here. Right, he's looking, right? And then I do that deny, and then I'm out. And at this point, my play makes him look like I'm behind Wraith King. You know what I mean? Like, I deliberately make that move so that it looks like I'm going behind Wraith King. So he thinks, like, I can take a few CS here. Because Rubik's, like, down here somewhere. But what I actually did is I did a little turn up here. And he didn't expect that. Like, he doesn't know I'm here. Right? He thinks I'm, like, down here somewhere. You get it? And then I show up here, and he's dead. And that's just... That's support movement, you know. That's support movement. Alright. Okay, so you see lane's pushed. Straight away I'm here. Oh, I told QJ to come cut. Because I didn't want to use a tango, right? I'm full health. So I was like, QJ, can you come cut this? And he's like, I'm busy farming. So I'm like, it's okay, because it was too late. It's like too late. It's too late already. It's too late already, because the creep's coming in. So he did cut it for me eventually, but I was like, dude, don't come now. You're gonna aggro the creeps. But you know, it turned out okay. So yeah, I do this. I try to get EXP, right? Obviously. He's back here. Like, he's level 1, you see? like he's level 1, dude. Like, it's 2 minutes and 30 seconds in and he's level 1. Like, this game is going so well for me, right? Like, QJ's level 3. I'm 2.5. He's 1. He's 1.5, you know? And this... Yeah. I'm thinking about it as well. I'm thinking about the spike, and I'm thinking maybe if I kill him one more time, right? So you gotta think like a support, right? Like the moment I'm farming these camps, I'm not just farming them. I'm thinking, okay, if I do this, if I go there, does it help? John's level 1, you know, and like I'm thinking, do I go now or do I go later? Do I kill him one more time? If I kill him one more time, like if I kill him now, right? He has no TP, then I go. Then I think that makes the most sense, right? So I'm thinking far ahead, and I'm making these calls when QJ should also be making these calls, right? QJ should not only be farming, he should be like, hey Mike, this guy's level 1, he's got no TP, he's got no boots, you know, let's kill him one more time, then you can go help others, you know? This is what I mean. Like, this is what I mean when I said take initiative, and when QJ was like, what do you mean by take initiative? And this is exactly what I mean. Like, he should be able to identify this himself and not just have me do it, because when he plays solo, he's not going to have me doing this for him, you know? And the fact that this guy's level 1 is mostly from my aggressive play. So he comes and gets this. Okay, it's a good move from him. I keep harassing him. Do I W here? No, because I don't have mana potion. So.
Regeneration!
You see how far I go up? You see how far I go up? Because I don't want him to get like anything. Like I'm standing here like even like looking for a deny, you know. Because I want QJ to get full XP, right? And this is the play. Like like most people would just come back here and be like standing next to QJ, right? And just watching him farm. But I'm like all the way up here, like trying to deny creeps or like just, you know, fuck him up. So I come back and I'm thinking now, what's the best thing to do? I wanted to stack, but I forgot that I can stack. I kind of stood there actually. It was pretty bad. Okay, so at this point I'm just looking to harass him again. I think we go for the kill. Yeah. Like this guy is so far behind now. I still get like this is a spike, right? This is spike I'm talking about. Like this is when I've identified that this guy can't come into lane anymore, even if he's full health, right? You know what I mean? Like I've done everything I could to get to this point, and once we get to this point, this guy cannot lane anymore. Like he comes here with 5 tangles and no TP, and I'm like, dude, just go, just get him. He survives, but then now what? You know? Now what? Like the moment this play is done, I wasted 120 mana. QJ wasted 95, and he can't lane anymore. Like we don't even have to kill him. Like it's probably better to leave him like this than kill him because he has TP now, right? So this is like perfect, and he can just stand there. Like he's just gonna stand there, dude. Try to farm the skellies. So creep push, and I do the same thing. I go pull.
Dire's bottom tower won't last
Like this is just the usual step. But can you see how much impact there is?
Haste!
Like just my movement around the map, like how much impact I make. Oh, I kind of fucked. I fucked that up so hard. I think it's... we kill him here. I kill him. Yeah, this lane's over. Right now I'm trying to look. Right now I'm gonna be around. Let's see my camera. See if I like look around. So I grab all the consumable. I grab a smoke, right? Because I'm about to move. I go for this. I fucking here. He's gonna get both. Oh no. I don't know what he's doing there. He's left. He didn't have net. He knew he couldn't kill, so. So. He's not dead, dude. He's not dead to that. Like, oh, he might have been. He might have been, but. Oh, which one? Oh, the second one, right? Oh, I saw the guy already. I knew he got it already. Like I'm looking at my minimap. He's gonna get there before. I can, but there's no point. He's not gonna kill him, dude. He's not gonna kill him because the Naga's he doesn't have W. He's got like QE.
Loaded to the gills!
Oh, you thought the Mars got it, right? Yeah. I did Mango, so I thought about it, and then I saw the Naga. Like, that's fine. And then I looked, right? Okay, so this is the moment the game's different now. Like I'm out of the laning stage. People ask like John asked like when do I leave? When do I go? Like this is perfect time to leave, right? Because I've killed this guy twice. QJ's like a level ahead, and he's gonna go way more. Like item wise, this is crazy far now, right? Like this guy's level 3, with like fucking stout shield and ring of protection. QJ's got treads, right? And he's gonna be 2 levels ahead. So at this point, I know I can leave now, right? So I leave. I got my smoke and my wards, right? So what am I gonna do? I'm gonna go ward mid, right? It's warded for some reason. Someone warded it, but maybe he warded himself. But I've got the wards and the smoke ready to leave, and I got boots as well. Right? So I pop my mana potion. I ward instantly. And then I did look here. I saw that he's farming jungle, and I'm like, okay, I'll go mid. I can leave some EXP, right? This guy can't kill me. I saw him make that move, so I told Naga that he's coming, and then I just go watch him out a bit. John makes a good TP. But I don't think we kill him here, because there's no net.
Throw a line to Radiant's middle tower.
It's sinking, just like your ships.
So what do you think I should do now? Yeah. I'll. Mid, right? Yeah. Mhm. 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 Exactly. And yeah. But the reason, okay. Yeah. The reason we're both mid is because we TP'd here to help him. All right. That's all there is to it. And yeah, for sure. And I think that's what we exactly do. I go up top to support the Pango. John stays to farm a bit. Oh, he should at least. I hope he does. He doesn't. Which this is a bad play. He should have gone. He should have come here and just queue for a bit. Like he knows like the lane's here, right? If the lane was here, then it was okay. Like there's a creep here, you know. Like Moss doesn't need. No. Moss. Like Moss. Yeah. Like Moss is here. Like John needs to realize that like there's a creep here, right? That means these creeps are gonna hit this for a while. So once this range creep dies, the creep's gonna be around here when it meets, right? Which Pango can't die if the creep's here, especially to like a Spectre Dazzle, you know. So at this time, he sees the Naga here, which Naga's gonna go here to here to here, right? He should be mid and getting level 5, where he spikes. You know what I mean? And at the same time, I'm going up there, so there's really no point for him to come here. Like this is a bad move. It's just understanding like spikes and things and stuff, you know, like here. See, it's exactly what I said, like right here. And from here, like, what's he doing? Oh, he's stacking. Okay. I mean, if he's stacking, then it's okay, I guess. Like he tunneled to stack. Like his thought process was, I'm gonna stack this, and he didn't do anything else, you know, when he could have done something else. Like this was a free level for him right here, maybe 2 even. He could have got 2 waves, I think. He didn't do it, and I could have called it. I didn't call it. You know, I'm too busy trying to play as well. We did get the kill here though. Yeah, I blew one here and here. Yeah, I warded both. I warded both sides. It turned out well. It's good. I don't know if John W'd here or not, but he should. Like I told you about this, which is this should always be dewarded. Like he should W this if he didn't already. I think the lane's pretty static now, but you see how I make this exact same play as I did last game? Like I started here until QJ is fine, and then I go top, right? And then if we rape top, the game's over.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Go Shrine, and okay, then John suddenly realized he should be mid. It's a bit late. Like he could have done this the whole time. Like he could have been here the whole time, and he'd be like level 5 already. But okay, we did get the Spectre kill. You know, it's risky, but we did get it. It wouldn't always happen. The most ideal thing to do was to stay mid, right? I helped him out a bit here.
Dazzle!
I'm gonna go on my camera. So I put down the ward, help him out.
Step out of your father's shadow.
Bit of harass. So I watch mid. I see that they're going on, so I heal.
Drop down in my...
Oh, we did. So this just heads up play, right? It's just watching the map. So
Step out of your father's shadow, Rubik.
I'm hitting this
The
guy,
world awaits.
and then I straight away I see this happening, and then straight away I TP because I know this is a kill. We almost didn't get it as well because Naga didn't go W at all. He's just farming. Unfortunately, this guy was retarded, so
Maybe next
he
time.
tried to kill me with Raze. I die here though to Haunt, which is fine because the moment this guy haunts, Moss is free farming, right? Like Moss got this whole lane. Wraith King's still free farming. Like this lane's over. He doesn't have boots, man. He still doesn't have boots. And it's 8 minutes and 40 seconds. And this is from support, right? This is not from QJ, and that's why I was saying to QJ, like, you need to take initiative because, like, if I didn't do this, he wasn't doing this, you know? Like, he could have done it with another support if he asked the support to do the same thing I did, you know what I mean? But he can't figure out that what I did was the best thing to do, you know what I mean? Like, his carry is okay. It's just that he needs to understand what to do to make this guy lose even more, you know, not just from himself but his support teammate, right? Like the way I do it, the way I go, you know, QJ do this, don't come, you know, stun once, you know, all this stuff I tell him because I know it might not be, but for me it's probably the best play, right? And this is something QJ needs to learn to do the most, which is because his farming's fine. Like his farming pattern from here to here to here, like he knows what's safe, he knows how to deny like near perfectly, how to CS near perfectly. His only problem is he doesn't understand his lane. Like he doesn't understand what's the best thing to do in lane, not only for him but for the support and for the opponent, right? But all this was done because of my supporting. So now he's got a perfectly farmed lane. Like he can farm by himself, and I've completely left him. Like you can see, I've left him. Yeah, he gets gone on here, but he's not gonna die unless SF TPs. But you know, they put so much resource in for him for this kill. I don't have TP.
Radiant's middle tower can't handle this deluge.
John TP though. Just fine. Like he can't die. Like he's so far ahead from Mars and everyone. Like that gank would have worked if the lane wasn't so dominated, right? I saw the ward. This is also a nice play here, like little stuff. So I look, right? I see the guy has no tangos, and I see he's pretty low. So I give him a tango to go and deward that, right? So now he's got full health again. Okay, guys, yeah, let's go most to TP.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is drowning. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, it's like these plays are really like QJ does this a lot, man. He just dies. I'm really not sure, like.
Dire's middle
I've never
tower
really checked
is under
like
pressure.
how this happens. Like, is he out of position? Okay. Okay, he has no ult here.
Dire's middle tower is drowning. Dire's middle tower is under pressure.
Yeah. But I'm just thinking where I think this is where he went wrong. So this is okay, right? Because we know where they are. There's an SF here somewhere. There's someone else here somewhere. There's a Dazzle. This is okay. There's three of us. He got the
Dire's
stun.
middle tower
Okay,
is
this guy's
under
dead.
attack.
I think this is where he makes a mistake here. Does he go in for this? He must. Do I have anything? Do I have lift? I do have lift.
Not so fast.
Yeah, okay, here, the mistakes here. Like this is such a slow reaction to
Dire's middle tower is drowning.
Okay, this is fine, until here. The moment I lift, right, this is fine. He gets stunned here, he gets raised. This is bad. What he's doing here, like this is bad. He went back in.
Not so fast.
Like, he should be walking here. If he walks here, he's fine, right? The moment he walks from here, the moment he got speared and he starts walking right, he's fine. No, he's not going to. Like, this is such a weird play. Like, he could have walled. You see how me and Moss are gone, man. Like, we both ran right. We both did the most optimal thing, which is go right. This guy's still fucking hitting damage. And this is QJ's, like, this is probably QJ's biggest weakness as a carry. It's not understanding when he's too deep. Like, not understanding when to bail. This is so classic. It's so classic.
Dire's middle tower is under pressure.
This is so bad, man. This is like ancient. This is not even divine. He stayed there and got full raised. I don't know if he thought he had ult or something, but
Dire's
it's so bad. Like me,
tower is under.
you see how fast me and John are. Look, the moment Steer have it, we're gone, dude. Like we're going right. Like we're all going right. And he's going in, you know, like, what is this? Like, what's the point of that? And he's graved as well.
Dire's middle tower is drowning.
John's farming this whole time, which is, it's okay, I guess. Could have come, but either way, it's alright. I want to see where we won this. There's just so much space, man. There's just so much space happening. Smoke popped.
Dire's middle tower is under pressure.
I found this ward, right? I think the moment I found this ward, I realized we could smoke, right? Because we're about to rotate together, and I just de-warded. So the chances of them having two wards near each other to see the same vision is so low. So the moment I de-ward this, I know straight away this is an okay smoke spot, right? Unless he has a ward here, but it's so unlikely that they have one here and here at the same time. Could be, but didn't happen.
Radiant's
So
top tower
smoke.
is under attack.
I don't know what John's doing. Like, John's movement is so weird.
Radiant's top tower is on the rocks.
After I smoked. Like, what are you doing? Like, like he should be following me up here. Like now he's so much slower than me. Now he's like 2 seconds slower than me. I make this play. I regret not having a ward here. I should. But you see, yeah. But you see you see the difference between my movement and John's movement. Like how much faster I am to where I want to be. Like he's here. I shouldn't have to tell him. That's the thing. There's an SF here, man, and we're smoked. Like, why would you go that way? Like, if we go that way, we can wrap. Like, we can wrap around to get him. Dude, I can, dude. I got this. I got Wave of Terra into lift. He's got W. I got W, and then I steal his skill, and then I use Raise on him, and he's fucking dead. And you don't understand. I'm quite fat, man. So I tell him to do this play, and Naga's like got haste, and he's coming over, right? And honestly, if John followed me from the start, we might have got him before he even went up.
Loaded to the gills.
See, I had to stop here because John's so fucking far away, right? The moment, if I run up here right now, Naga's got haste, right? I could just run up here and like, you see how I have to stop here because John's so slow? But it's fine. Like, I probably wouldn't have, but if he stayed a bit longer and then left, we would have missed it, right? Because like, there's just no heads up play. The moment I smoke here, John's not even thinking about what's going on, right? He's probably like buying items or some shit because he just stopped here. But once I smoked here, he has to be alert and he has to know what we're doing, right? I don't even have to tell him, like, we're walking left to mid and there's an SF farming mid here. He has to know straight away we have to wrap up here, right? It's just basic Dota, but then you just gotta think about it, right? Once you think about it, it becomes so simple, but the hardest part is thinking about it to begin with. And the fact is, the moment we smoke here and he's farming here, we have to wrap straight away. Like the moment he's like idling here, it's like 1 or 2 seconds wasted because the moment he raises 2 creeps, he's gone, right? The guy's left. So the timing's off. But straight away I know he's here, right? Because he just came up here and an SF, a classic SF's like they double wave here and then they go farm here. So straight away I tell him. And I don't know, hopefully, like, if I didn't tell him, hopefully he can tell by himself that SF would be here. But, I don't know, man. So I tell him, come here, SF is here. So QJ comes over as well. And we get this kill. And
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
we get this kill though.
They're trying to bring down
But
Radiant's
you
top
see what I
tower.
mean? Like, it all started from the smoke here. Like, I thought about this already. Like, I've thought about, like, this kill started from here. Like, I was thinking about it here. You know what I mean? Like, the moment I put this ward down and I saw the D ward, I'm like, okay, there's no ward here. I can just smoke and gank mid. Like, the moment I gank mid, he's dead. Right? You know what I mean? You see how far I think? Like, it's really far, dude. Like, it was here when I thought about killing mid, and we successfully killed him like fucking 30 seconds later. And this is the type of stuff you have to do, right? You can't keep playing without thinking. If you play without thinking and just play from feel, then you know there's only so much you can do.
You'll wish I never stooped to notice. Dire's middle tower just got knocked down.
Yeah, I like this. See, this is John being smart. Like, John does some really nice stuff sometimes. Like, he knew straight away, like, they can't have a ward here. So he just W's it.
Dire's middle tower is under pressure. Dire's middle tower is drowning.
What do I do here? I come here. I see him here, right? I saw him. I knew he was there. Oh, John W. Oh, no. I saw that W, so I knew someone was here. Probably the Spectre. I go for this kill here. But,
Radiant's
the moment I
middle
put
tower
pressure,
is
you see
under
Mor's
attack.
here now. Mor's back here. QJ's free farming again. QJ's got Midas treads and this guy's brown boots and soul ring.
What's this? Dire fortified their structures?
Right.
I'll see what I
Dire.
I'll see my thought process here. Why did I leave?
Shadow wave.
I want to go there for some reason.
Throw a
I
line
wanted
to
to farm mid.
Radiant's
Okay,
middle
so I
tower.
went back to farm mid.
It's
Naga
sinking.
left,
Dire
but
Just
then
like
Naga.
your
Yeah. Okay,
shit.
so that's what I did. Right. So I made the decision to go mid because it felt pretty static, but then I didn't realize Mars TP'd. If I saw Mars TP, I would have made that play, right? And that's why a ward here is really good. Like that was when I should have warded here, but I couldn't get there anyway. But if I had a ward there, I would have been here, right? And not at mid, and this wouldn't have happened. Like John wouldn't have died here, or we would have got a counter kill or something. And that's how important these wards are. So I walk over. He can't kill me here. Oh,
Dire's bottom tower is about to
our first, like,
flounder.
real mistake here, but it's all because Morris TP, man. Morris just hit 6. You realize that?
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Really deep. Funny thing is, I would have gotten him as well if there was no Han.
Dire's bottom
Like
tower
this play,
couldn't
I'm not salving right
withstand
now.
the
I'm
tide.
salving at the end of here. If he didn't salve here, I would have got because SF would have to come here to kill me. He wouldn't see me. I want to see if there's anything else, but honestly, I just wanted to talk about the laning stage. Like the rest is just gameplay now. See if I can get another good play.
Dire's top tower is under. Dire's top tower needs some friends.
So,
Same
like
as
right
you,
here, right?
Tidehunter.
At this point in time, I feel like we want this jungle, right? Because we're a bit ahead, even though they're winning in kills. We are ahead in gold. Naga's free farming. and I feel like we're gonna play 4v5 for a bit. So I want to ward this jungle. So I make sure, and you see how I put this ward here and not here, because I don't want it to be dewarded. All I need is vision of people walking around here. I don't actually need this whole vision, because I probably put another ward eventually later, but this one means it's very hard to
Dire's
deward,
top
because most people
tower
put
is
their
about
sentries
to
here.
take
You know?
the
If you put your
plunge.
sentry here, this doesn't show. No, but most people put it here because they want to make sure there's no wards here as well. This ward spot is not as good, you know what I mean? But then because it's not as good, people don't really deward it, and that's a trade-off you have to take, you know, at a high level game. But this is a good play. This is a good play. We're 4 here. Naga's free farming. Mars can farm a bit. We don't care anymore. We just want to pressure Spectre, get him out. You know, he's getting radiant soon. I think this play is stand here.
Dire's top
And all this
tower
happened because
is
of this
under
one.
attack.
Whoever placed this must have been John. He rolls in. Skill.
By what right?
It's just good rotation, man.
Dire's top tower is about to
Good
take
heads
the
up play.
plunge.
Radiant's bottom tower is staggering.
Like a drunk sailor. Dire's top tower has fallen.
Nearly died.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Let's see if something happens again.
Precious.
Oh my. Oh, that's you.
There's so much more I can talk about, but I really just wanted to talk about laning stage and like QJ playing Wraith King against the Mars and me telling him what to do and how we got to this point. Same thing with the game before. You see how little they got, like how poor they are. The offlane, because of just those rotations and then me eventually rotating top to secure top as well, and that's game pretty much. Like we're 4k lead. They're winning in kills, but we're 4k ahead. And this is because Naga's been free farming, and QJ's been free farming as well. And we're playing 4v5. That's why they got more kills than us. But okay, so eventually this game just goes into like static farm. I farm up a lot this game. I get real big as well. Someone DC'd. So eventually, you know, you see this spike.
Dire's middle tower is under pressure.
This is only 17%. But yeah, like this game, it just goes like the gold lead just keeps going up. I'm not gonna go through the whole game. It's the gold lead just going up. But the whole point, the point I was. Yeah, no. Yeah. But. But draft aside, well, my point is that everything happened. Everything started from the laning stage, right? Every movement I made in the laning stage kind of slowly helped us. Like they all added up. All the little things kind of added up to eventually like this game going completely our way, right? Like the Mars having no farm, or QJ getting so fat, and then me going top, and then helping top, and then me identifying that mid doesn't need any help because he's just farming jungle and shit. So I don't go mid at all. You see, I didn't gank mid at all. Just once that time I smoked with John. But apart from that, I didn't go mid at all. I was moving between top and bottom, because you know you identify, and then you know I've seen John do a few of these as well, where he goes mid when there's like no kill. You know, there's no way we can kill him, and he goes mid just because like his next move that he knows is he has to go mid, right, to gank mid, because as a post 4 he knows that is the most ideal move, but he didn't take into consideration the mid hero of our team or their team, right? And if you don't do that, like it's all pointless. Like you gotta consider what's going on and whatever happens around the lanes, right? And the heroes before you make a decision. You can't make a decision just because you know it's the most normal decision to do as a divine or immortal player, right? You can't just say, you know, an immortal player would gank now. Yeah, you gotta think that, like, yeah, but why? Why is he ganking now? And what's the reason? Is there a spike? Is there a reason? You know, does, you know, like you gank when you gank a storm, for example, you gank when he's sick, before he's 6, right? You know, yeah, and at the same time, sometimes if your teammate's a storm, you want to gank only when he's 6, right? You don't want to go before that. It's fucking retarded. Like, if you play, I don't know, just any gank hero, and you go in like a storm versus a puck, you know, and you try to gank a puck with a storm that's level 5, you know, then you clearly, you know, not an immortal player, or, you know, not even divine probably. You know, like these stuff you need to identify before you even make these moves. And that's all I want to say about the laning stage, really. But yeah, all right, I'm gonna stop it there, man. It's all right. So basically, what happened was the game snowballed. Our net worth like skyrocketed, and then they didn't take a single tower, and I don't think they took a tier 1, dude. And that's mostly from the control. I mean, I don't think people realize like how important supports are, and that's what I'm trying to emphasize. Like if I didn't play that and someone else played that, you know, like an ancient player, you know, the game would have been completely different. And you know, you might still win, but then you might have to struggle for it, or you have to win by draft or whatever, you know, not win from support. And that's what it means to win from support, you know, all those little plays. Yeah. Well, that's it. That's cool. I'm gonna stop the video now.